Hello and welcome to the 2020 Black Canyon welcome video. We're excited to host close to 1,000 runners here in the Southwest for this point-to-point treasure on the Black Canyon National Recreation Trail. As we film this on Monday of race week, some rain is falling literally out on the course right now, and the desert is green and ready for a beautiful race next Saturday. While we're at it, let's just get this out of the way and talk about the weather and the possibilities of reroutes for Black Canyon 2020. In the last several years, around this time in February, Black Canyon has experienced varied weather from torrential rain to frigid temperatures to snow. That has caused us to reroute the course, avoiding major river crossings. The Agua Fria River crosses the course 3 times throughout the race, and these crossings often flood with just a little rain in the canyons. The river rises quickly and flows southbound with discharge levels that become too dangerous to cross. This was the case both in 2017 and 2019, as many of you may well remember. We as directors, along with our team of ham radio operators and the Black Canyon Trail Coalition volunteers, maintain that safety is paramount, but understand that it is devastating to alter a point-to-point course as spectacular as the Black Canyon Trail. We love the Black Canyon Trail and believe that every runner deserves to experience a point-to-point race in this region. Thankfully, with the cooperation of the Bureau of Land Management, this year we have developed an alternative rain route that both avoids the river crossings and maintains a point-to-point 100K all the way to Emory-Henderson. Thank you, Jubilee, for that fine work. Appreciate it. With that being said, the forecast currently shows that the bulk of the rain this week will conclude by tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. So hopefully we should be in a good position to use the normal course.
Hooray!
Anyways, I'm Jamil Curry, and I am the founder of the Black Canyon Ultras.
And I'm Jubilee. I'm your race director.
And we're excited to welcome you guys to the 2020 Black Canyon Ultras.
I want to remind everyone to read the online runner guide and crew guides found on the main website. And we will link them below in this video. If you have not read them, please, please, please read them. It is important that everyone reads these details to answer any questions you may have about the race, the course, or race day itself. More information can also be found online, and you can now join our Black Canyon group on Facebook to ask questions from past participants and each other. It's a great way to connect the Black Canyon community and share your experience and stories with each other.
I joined.
Did
It's
you?
a good time, yeah. There's actually some really great info there.
It is. If after watching this video and reading through all the material, you guys have any other questions, you can email us at info@aravaiparunning.com. Now let's take a moment to shout out our sponsors. Black Canyon Ultras 2020, of course, is presented by Ultra once again, and we are so excited to hear what shoe you chose to run the desert this year. We also want to welcome back Squirrel's Nut Butter and thank them once again for sponsoring our favorite aid station, Bumblebee Ranch.
I think Eric Sensman's going to be running the show down there this year.
He is. It's amazing.
Exciting.
And make sure to thank all the S&B volunteers as you visit that ranch in mile 19.4. Goo Energy joins us this year with it's really, really exciting with all their hydration and nutrition at every aid station with gels and Goo Roctane, their electrolyte drinks, so check that out. Stop by their booth at the Expo. I think they have like little cups to give away. And finally, Kogala Raw Adventure Lights will illuminate your way through Black Canyon this year. Check out their booth at the Expo and at Black Canyon City to shed some light on your next adventure.
That's, pretty much the only light I use at Ultras these days.
It's amazing. Of course, we want to mention that Black Canyon is a Western States qualifier for 2021 for 100K runners who complete the course within 17 hours. And inspiring the competitive sides of our sport, Black Canyon is also a golden ticket race for Western States, as the top 2 men and top 2 women will take away automatic entries to the 2020 race. Best of luck to all of those chasing their ticket. Black Canyon will also earn finishers of the 100K and 60K ITRA points toward their UTMB in France. The 100K earns 3 points and the 60K with 2 points.
So let's get into it. It's race week, runners. The Runner Expo is hosted this year at a new location. It's at the Rock Springs Garden Patio near the Rock Springs Cafe in Black Canyon City. So that'll be your 60K finish line. Mm-hmm. It'll be right next door. And the main crew aid station for those 100K runners at Black Canyon City. Runners, you're invited to pick up your bibs and your swag bags, as well as visit our sponsor booths at the Expo. You can also drop off your drop bags. Rock Springs Cafe is also hosting a pre-race runner dinner. We have a special. There's tickets for $12, and the cafe will have a buffet style for all runners that want to grab a bite to eat at the Expo. We also encourage all runners, please, 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 bring your drop bags to the Expo.
Yes.
Drop bags this year are allowed at Bumblebee Ranch, Black Canyon City, Table Mesa, and the 100K finish line. We ask that you please help us in getting your drop bags delivered on time to every aid station by delivering your bags to the Expo. We will take bags on race day, but bringing bags early to the Expo will help alleviate the bulk of this effort on race day. There are, again, nearly 1,000 runners in this race, and we'd like to ensure that all bags are delivered on time to the correct aid stations. Be sure to place your name, bib number, and aid station on your bag so we can help better identify your bag. Additionally, if you want to get your bag back at the end of the race timely, as you pass through each aid station, be sure to put your drop bag in the discard pile in each aid station so our crews can make sure they get back to the finish line in a timely manner. We also ask that your drop bags are no larger than a drawstring bag. Large suitcases or large plastic totes will not be hauled by our crew. As for the hours of our expo,
1 to 7 on Friday.
all right, come by and say hi.
Bring me all the Valentines. Here's a little bit of preview to your bibs. 100K bibs feature a dark sky photo from the 2019 race. These photos were taken by Howie Stern. They will be numbered 1 through 999. 60K bibs are these light colored bibs, numbered 1,000 and over, I guess.
Oh, you want to make sure you wear your bibs on the front of your person and do not
Yes.
fold or crinkle the chip that's on the back of there, because that's the only way we're going to be able to track you.
If you have a runner emergency, we've actually printed a in case of emergency phone number from MedStar paramedics. They are on course, roving paramedics out there and helping you out.
We ask you do contact them instead of calling 911, as they will be able to expedite that call.
Yep.
If it's an absolute emergency, of course, but they will best be able to find you
Yep.
on race day.
Race start. This year we moved it back to Mayer High School in Spring Valley. The directions and the maps are online and in your runner guide, so please, please, please
Don't
read
go
that.
to Arco Santi.
Please don't go to Arco Santi. Runners can check in and pick up their bib if they did not get it at the expo. You can go to Mayer High School to the cafeteria and gym, and we'll be there. The high school will have restrooms for runners to use, and we will also have restrooms outside, porta-johns near the track, near the starting line. So feel free to skip the lines inside and utilize the restrooms outside. Parking is extremely limited at the high school, and we encourage all of the runners to please, please, please use the shuttles at Anthem. These shuttle tickets are available at the expo if you have not gotten yours yet, and we ask that you shuttle for 2 main reasons. It's limited and no parking at the high school, and no shuttle is returning to the high school after the race. So shuttles will be running from Anthem to the finish line and back. So please utilize those shuttles that we've provided for you. We thank the high school for allowing us to use their facilities, and we want to respect their property. So please be mindful of the limited parking at the high school. Crews dropping off their runners or parking, we ask that you drop your runner and park at the main pharmacy or the church. I think it's the Church of the Latter-day Saints, right next door to it's a very short walk to the high school. All of that can be in the crew guide and online.
Please don't park on the roads and clog the town.
Shuttle from Anthem for the 100K leaves at 5:30 in the morning. You can meet the shuttle buses in the north parking lot in the outlets at Anthem. Maps are online and in the runner guide. Buses will arrive at Mayer at 6 a.m. and the race will kick off at 7 a.m. on the high school track. We will have everyone run a lap around the track and then exit the track on the main Spring Valley Road, escorted by our Yavapai County sheriffs. The 60K shuttles will leave from Rock Springs. Their pickup is at 7:30 and the arrival time at Mayer is at 8 a.m. The 60K race will kick off in the same fashion, lap around the track at 9 a.m. And we understand that a field of runners is quite large and we want to spread the 2 distances out a bit. So 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. are your starts. We ask all runners to please remember their trail etiquette and the courtesy amongst trail runners as you pass runners on the trail. Just make your intentions known. The majority of the Black Canyon Trail is single track, so we don't want to hear this year that runners were rude or pushing each other off the trail or anything like that. Just regardless of your speed, just be kind to each other, and please remember trail etiquette.
You will cross the road in 5 spots along the trail near aid stations: Antelope Mesa, Hidden Treasure, Bumblebee Ranch, Gloriana, and Table Mesa. Please be cautious approaching the crossings, especially at Table Mesa and Gloriana that see higher volume of traffic along the roads. Also for crews, keep an eye out on those roads as well, as you will cross the course several times. We will have Yavapai County Sheriff stationed at each road crossing who will see that every runner crosses safely, but please be in mind, traffic may not stop. So it's cattle country. You'll go through several gates along the course, and basically there's free range cattle and ranchers that are on these lands. So be respectful. We want to keep the cattle in their areas. So please, if you see an open gate or you pass through a gate, please be sure to close it once you're through.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We mark our course with orange ribbon and polka dots. For any major junctions and turns, we will have signs that warn you of the turn. These laminated signs are lovely in yellow, and they will point you in whatever direction we assign. In addition to the orange flagging and the ribbons and reflective markers will also be along the course after Soap Creek, and they will be easily illuminated by a headlamp. Blue and white checkered ribbons indicate the wrong way, along with red signs or pink signs that say wrong way, just like this one. If you see a checkered flagging, please check yourself and make sure you do not go the wrong way. So turn around, go the right way. We do want to make 100K runners aware of an important out and back section at the Black Canyon City. Around mile 37, you're going to follow the signs down to Black Canyon City, aid station, check in before continuing on to the BCT. So it's a quick out and back. It's really important. If you miss that checkpoint at Black Canyon City, you will be disqualified for not completing the full course. So please follow the signs.
It's about a mile each way. Yeah. So make sure you check around mile 37 that you're heading in and checking into Black Canyon City. No leeway on that one. Yeah. You got to be prepared. So we will have 9 aid stations along the full 100K route that are about 5 to 8 miles apart. A full aid station chart can be found online and in the runner guide. We will have a variety of offerings, including sweet and salty snacks, salt tabs, goo gels, fruit, PB&J, bean roll-ups, as well as other real food options along the route. And of course, goo roctane.
Goo roctane.
We also want to shout out to our local cafe in Black Canyon City that has offered to cook all of the potatoes served at the aid stations for runners. That it's a tremendous help to us. Nora Jean's Cafe. Runners, if you're in town and want a good breakfast or a cup of coffee, check out Nora Jean's in Black Canyon City. We want to thank Matt and everyone out there for supporting our runners on race day. So for hydration needs, we will of course have water. We'll have Gatorade as well as the goo roctane for electrolytes and calories. Let's quickly talk about crews and pacers at our aid stations. There's 4 crewable aid stations in the race: Bumblebee Ranch, Black Canyon City, Table Mesa, and Emory Henderson, which is your 100K finish line. Directions to all of these, additional information, hours of operation, and cutoffs will be listed in the crew guide online and linked below. Please make sure to follow the directions and crew at the right aid station. If crews are found crewing from an aid station that does not allow crew, you run the risk of disqualifying your runner. Maps for parking at each aid station can also be found in the crew guide. Sometimes it's not the most obvious place to park, but open up the guide, print it out, and you'll know exactly where to go.
True story.
Please do not park on the county roads. We do have parking at every aid station that gets you off the roads. So as a reminder, there's no parking at Emory Henderson, and crews must park at the Anthem outlets and take the shuttle bus to Emory. This is important and is just a 10-minute ride to the trailhead. There's plenty of parking at Anthem. Crews will not be allowed to park at the trailhead or on New River Road. This road is dangerous, sees high-speed traffic, and according to our permit and agreement with local authorities, anyone parking on the road is subject to tickets. So do not park near the 100K finish. Please make sure that crews are parking at Anthem. A shuttle will take you to the finish line, and you're welcome to bring whatever gear bags or coolers with you on the shuttle bus that you might need. The shuttles start at 1 p.m. and we'll run on a continuous circuit for the rest of the race all the way till 3 a.m. Pacers are only allowed for the 100K race, and you may start at Black Canyon City or at Table Mesa. If you're pacing and parking at Table Mesa, make sure you arrange logistics of getting back to Table Mesa, as there are no shuttles to the aid station. Starting at 6:30 p.m., one of the shuttles will start making a dual trip from Emory Henderson back to Black Canyon City, then to Anthem and back to Emory. There's only one shuttle offering this route, so make sure you're on the right bus, but it does give pacers a good option. This basically allows pacers to park at Black Canyon City, pace to the finish, it's about 24.5 miles, and then get a shuttle ride back to Black Canyon City to retrieve your vehicle. This year, you're required to wear a pacer bib. It's yellow, looks like this. It says pacer on it. Make sure you let your pacer know they will need a bib to travel on the course with you. You can pick up these bibs at the Expo, free of charge, or race morning at Mayer High School. You can also get them on site at either of the aid stations where you can start pacing, Black Canyon City or Table Mesa. So there's really no excuse not to have one.
Yep.
Please be sure to sign a pacer waiver to claim your bib.
Portable restrooms will be located at the following aid stations: Antelope Mesa, Hidden Treasure, Bumblebee Ranch, Gloriana, Black Canyon City, Table Mesa, and the finish line. As trail runners, it's our responsibility to practice leave no trace, so please make sure to bury your waist. Lots of rocks in the desert make a good digging tool. It's a true story. So you dig a hole, you bury your waist, and pack out any paper that you may have. And just please, please, please be kind to our desert and don't leave piles out there for everyone to see. In addition to this environmental consciousness, we ask that you carry your trash. Please do not litter on the trail. Any runner caught doing so will be disqualified. This includes organic waste like banana peels and oranges, half-eaten PBJs. Please don't chuck it into the desert, and carry your trash to the next aid station. We'll have garbage cans there. This year we also have compost buckets for any food disposal, and this year, coordinating with GOO and their TerraCycle program, we asked that all GOO wrappers or honey waffle stinger wrapper things, snack wrappers, any brand, to please be deposited in those TerraCycle containers, and they will be found at each aid station along the way. We are also cupless in the 2020 race, which means no cups will be available for soda or GOO Roctane or whatever quick sips of water. So please BYOC, bring your own cup to utilize, and this will help us reduce our waste and overall footprint. So we thank you for helping us go green and keeping our desert landscape pristine.
None of us like to talk about this part, but it's a reality sometimes. Dropping from the race.
Don't do it.
Yeah, ultra running's hard. We all want you to enjoy the process and keep going all the way to that finish line. But sometimes you have to drop. So if you do have to drop from the race, this will help us and you from a lot of headaches later on, especially with this number of runners. So please tell a radio volunteer. The radio volunteers usually wear bright yellow shirts.
Yep.
We have an incredible team that are tracking all of you guys out on course this year. Our local Maricopa County Emergency Communication Group, HAM operators, they are making sure you're all accounted throughout the day. So if you do drop, please follow these 2 simple rules. Number 1, you must drop at an aid station. Please don't call your bestie or your crew or mom to come get you on the road between aid stations. If you do need medical help, we can dispatch that. Just call that number on your bib.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, please make it to the next aid station and tell a radio volunteer. So that's basically it. Go to an aid station, tell a radio volunteer. Not a staff member, not the sheriff, not the aid station volunteer. Please ask for the ham radio operator. They'll call in your drop to our command center. It's really important that our staff operations lead and Jubilee as our race director know that you're safe and off the course. Otherwise, you might be getting a call at 1 a.m.
And I will. I'll call you.
So yeah, please drop at an aid station, tell a radio operator. Or realize that you are stronger than what the voice in your head tells you and keep going. That's the other option. Option 3, just keep going.
Just keep going.
It doesn't always keep getting worse. That's what I like to tell people.
It does get better. All right, let's talk about runner tracking. If your family and friends want to follow along at this year's race, runner tracking will be available at checkpoints, Hidden Treasure, Bumblebee, Soap Creek, Black Canyon City, Cottonwood Gulch, Table Mesa, and the 100K finish line. Understand that while we continue to try to have reliable, updated tracking, the remote nature of this course has proven difficult in the past, given the weather, given just it's out in the middle of nowhere, it's the desert. But we do try our best. So runner tracking will be available this year at live.aravaiparunning.com. I want to shout out to all of our volunteers helping with this event. We have over 200 volunteers helping in various capacities to help us produce this race. So we want to be sure to thank our volunteers for their time and their dedication to the race and to the runners this weekend. And finally, I want to shout out to our charity bib runners who donated 100% of their entry to the Black Canyon Trail Coalition. The coalition is responsible for promoting, maintaining, facilitating the creation and expansion of the Black Canyon National Recreation Trail. And this group of volunteers are the reason why we get to enjoy this trail. And they operate solely via donations from patrons of the trail. So we want to thank the following runners for their support of the Black Canyon Trail Coalition. So thank you to Tommy Byrne, Fred Leach, Hal Rosenberg, Allison J., Marissa Urita, Kayang Lee, Doug Miller, Catherine Fisher, and Sylvia Ravaglia.
Woo! I'll clap for that. That's awesome.
That's great. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for the 2020 Black Canyon Ultras presented by Ultra and supported by S&B Squirrels Nut Butter, Goo, and Kagala Raw. We look forward to seeing all of you in the desert this weekend.
All right, we'll catch you later. See you guys out there.